If you are Chinese, please stop scrolling. I need all your help. Like any Chinese living in China, stop scrolling. If you know me a little bit, you know how I am obsessed with China. I've been traveling in China just in November, December 2025. I cannot think into something else. Just the only place where I'm gonna want to go back is China. Full stop. Then that's a problem. I want to go back right now. And now it's gonna be the Chinese New Year. So the question is how crazy it is to come back to China, to fly to China, to be in China in this period. I cannot understand if it's like the thing can be a little bit more expensive and I'm fine with this, or it's like Didi are not available, you cannot find taxi, hotel are shut down, you cannot eat because the restaurants are not there, the family mart are not open. I don't know, like, what is the real situation? I know it's the biggest migration in the world because you go wherever your family is. I totally understand, but I need to understand the real situation. If for a tourist is doable, or like, please don't go, you're gonna have a bad experience, just come before or after this. I need your big help. Please, thank you so much if you're gonna help me.
As you have heard it from her, she wants to travel to China so bad that she's not ready to wait for the New Year celebration to be completed. So you heard the questions that she raised. So this is not what we are going to cover, though partly we are going to address what she has spoken right there, but you've heard the questions that she has raised. Kindly, if you have an answer as a Chinese, provide it in the comment section so that you keep us informed. But what to expect during the New Year in China? What happens exactly? So this is what we are going to look into in this compilation. So like the video for recommendation, subscribe if you're new here. Do not forget to turn on the post of notifications so that you get notified whenever we have a new video. Enjoy the clips.
The world's largest annual human migration is happening in train stations like this across China. Ladies and gentlemen, I am now in Shenzhen Bay Railway Station, and this year it is estimated that over 300,000 people are going to travel from this or arrive to this train station every single day during the Spring Festival travel rush. It is a period before and after the Chinese New Year when everyone, no matter where you are, is traveling home. Now, we often say Shenzhen is China's Shenzhen. That's because people who work here in Shenzhen often come from elsewhere in China. They build and make Shenzhen what it is today. When it comes to Chinese New Year, everyone travels home. And that is a strong core value in our Chinese culture. If you are like me traveling home, I wish you a safe and peaceful journey and an absolute happy Chinese New Year with your families. If you're not traveling home this year, if you're not going home for whatever reasons, maybe for your duty, for protecting the country, for making sure the system, the society goes, I also wish you a lovely and happy Chinese New Year.
Well, you can tell Chinese New Year is starting when it's 6 a.m. and the train station is already full of people. Chinese New Year is that time of year where everybody's going back home because it's Saturday today. I think everybody has decided to go home a little bit earlier, trying to beat the crowds, but I don't think they're gonna beat any crowds if this is 6 a.m. I don't want to know what it's like in the afternoon. Enjoy your Chinese New Year, guys, and travel safe. Take it from someone who went traveling 2 years ago during Chinese New Year. I brought my mom and my sister to China, and I took them to Xi'an, Beijing, a bunch of different places. There was Shanghai. Don't want to do that again. Anyway, Have a nice Chinese New Year. See you later.
Chinese New Year in China, and this is the most famous street here in Changsha. There are over 1 million people that come here every single night. Let's go have a look. No matter where you go in this crowd, there are thousands of people around you at any given moment. This is probably one of the most intensely crowded places I've ever been to.
Come with me to Nanning, a city in South China that sits surprisingly close to the Vietnam border. With Chinese New Year just around the corner, the streets are absolutely packed with travelers and locals alike, all soaking in holiday energy. And let's talk about the food. You can't visit Nanning without experiencing its street food. We are talking about roadside noodle stalls where locals casually squat on tiny plastic stools. It is messy, it is loud, and it's incredibly delicious. The entire food street is shoulder to shoulder. This atmosphere, this chaos, the vibe, it doesn't feel like it's a tier 3 city at all. It feels like the heart of China. And here's something you will see in every Chinese city, from Beijing to Shanghai to Nanning, the square dancing. As night falls, the music starts and groups of energetic aunties line up in perfect formation. I say it is one of the purest expression of a happy, peaceful, harmony society. When people have the time, the space, and the joy to dance together in public, that says something beautiful about a place. So Nanning may not be Shanghai, but that's exactly why I love it.
Are many restaurants in China closed during Chinese New Year time? Yes, especially the smaller ones and in smaller cities. So you better go to the big shopping malls and the chain restaurants. However, they close earlier than usual, especially in the Chinese New Year Eve and the Chinese New Year Day, which is 16th to 17th of 2026. So guys, plan ahead.
You got it?
Hi, good morning. If you want to experience the Chinese New Year vibe, maybe you can start from here, Longhua Temple. I wake up early today because Chinese New Year is coming soon. Locals visit the temple to pray for good fortune. This is the Longhua Temple, one of the oldest temples in Shanghai, with over 1700 years of history. Incense burns here all year round. We come here don't just for prayer, we also bring something home. New Year blessings. Personally, I always bring home some vegetarian snacks and broths whenever I visit Longhua Temple. Yeah, I got 1 bag of vegetarian baozi and 1 bag of vegetarian snacks. They are really good, and honestly, they sell out fast. Sometimes you have to wait in a long line. I also stay down inside for a bowl of vegetarian noodles. It's vegetarian noodles, and it's very famous in Shanghai among locals. You can see a lot of people just queue here, waiting for the noodles here. And here is really good. You can withdraw your food first and you pay online later. I really like it. These are the hidden gems here that you shouldn't miss. The year of the horse is coming soon. Wishing you peace and happiness in the year ahead, and may you run into the new year with good fortune.
If you're thinking about traveling to China, to be honest, I don't really suggest coming during the Chinese New Year. It's less than a week away now. When the holiday starts, you can see people are everywhere. Almost every famous tourist spot in the country is packed. The travel experience is bad. Like, you might stand in lines for hours just to see one place. Then you take photos and leave. That's it. Personally, I think it's kind of silly.
If you're considering to visit China in March and April, congrats. It's one of the best time to travel in China. First is the time period which right after Chinese New Year holiday. That means most of people will be back to work. Secondly, the view will be just beautiful because it's a blooming city. If you're visiting city like Nanjing, imagine blooming view with Chinese Asian architecture, like a 100-year-old temple. So, if you're planning to come to China, March and April, less people, more affordable price, and better view.